trying to think. I'm reading a book called Flights at the moment. I posted it. A couple of days ago. That seems pretty cool. I've only read a few pages, but it's really, really cool. Home studio's going well, thank you. Why do I wear jerseys of the places I'm in? It feels cool. It feels nice to be. It just feels nice to be in cities and get to feel how proud they are of their city, and then it just feels nice to sort of take part in that for a night. It doesn't necessarily mean I like have an allegiance to any team or anything, but it just feels really cool to get to share that pride with them and to see how excited people can be, and it's cool gear for different teams as well. Will I ever play Shelter? Yeah, of course. I will. Yeah. I mean, you just kind of you just work on these songs all the time, and some songs kind of fall out of rotation every now and then. It'll always return, you know. I wouldn't release a song if I wasn't proud of it, and so if I've released it, then it'll always exist, basically. What's my favorite part of a concert? My favorite part in most concerts is like I worry about vocal stuff so much, and so when I'm like halfway through a gig and I know it's all good, then that's when I get really excited, and that's when I get really properly comfortable. Riggins is asleep. I can't show him to you. He's no, he's got to be left alone. Is it hard to separate a song from the person it's about? Yeah, but I've never really wanted to do that yet. I've never felt any desire to like try and put whoever a song's about. I've never had the desire to try and sort of stop thinking about them when I write a song or when I sing a song. Would I cover Bon Iver songs? Probably not. I think those songs are just too good, and he is just at a level that I don't want to pretend to be able to reach. I'm not trying to sort of. I don't know. Yeah, no, I just couldn't. I think all that music is perfect anyway. So like, what would I do to it? You know, I'm not trying to do my own thing on it. Am I good at Modern Warfare? No, not at all. No, those things are way too fucking stressful. I can't. I play like story games where you just get to cruise around and do something every now and then. But Call of Duty and all that, when you like turn a corner and someone shoots you instantly, I can't handle that. It's too intense. Tea or coffee? Coffee, always. Yeah, I drink probably too much coffee. How different does it feel singing After Rain in concerts after writing it so long ago? Yeah, that's a good question. It sometimes hits me on tour how old that song actually is, and how long ago it was, and how different life was when I wrote it. And I think that gives me so much joy to know that that song is still relevant to my life, and to know that it doesn't sound out of place with where I am currently. I think it's really cool that it hasn't sort of lost its way, you know. And I'm so glad that song still has its place. Have I ever forgotten lyrics while performing? Yeah, yeah, a good few times. It's not through like forgetting them though. It's just through you can kind of switch your brain off for a sec and get a tiny bit complacent or something. What's Without Fear about? I can't. If I could like, if I could sum that up for you at the same rate that different questions are popping up, then it probably wouldn't be a very good song. I can't like sum it all up. Go to sleep. I will soon, honestly. I'm quite tired. Someone commented saying you look stoned, so I should probably go to sleep soon. I just don't like. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staying at home all the time. So I generally am and tired at the end of the day. What's my middle name? Joseph. Dermot Joseph Kennedy. Yes, Hosier. You get it. Yeah. That's good. I feel less guilty now that Hosier is also awake at this time. I'm lucky enough to be in a scenario where I can kind of get up as late as I fucking want lately, so who cares? Um, Writing music during this time has been really enjoyable. It's been really good. I was saying it feels kind of like before I had a career, when you just feel like you have time to think and breathe and sort of take in the world around you and just let it inspire you naturally, instead of digging inside yourself and trying to find stuff, you know. Um, it feels a bit more natural and a bit less rushed or something. I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. What's my favorite Dave song? Who knows? Because I think there's songs like Hangman that I think are my favorite, but then I watched the freestyle Dave did on for, it was like called a Black Box Freestyle, and it was so good. And I think he was like 17 years old when he did it, so his talent is just outrageous. Do I miss the beard? No, it wasn't a beard. It never deserve to be called a beard ever. So no, I certainly do not miss whatever that was. When did you start a famous career? No, never, never. Dog's asleep. Dog is asleep. That's all he does. So he's got to stay asleep. What type of dog? He's a Great Dane. And he's 6 years old now, and those types of dogs don't necessarily get to live very long lives because they're so big, and their hearts work really hard, and their backs and all that, and their hips and all that. So those dogs sort of don't get to have super long lives. So he's 6 and not necessarily sure of how long he'll last. What do you prefer, outnumbered or lost? Lost, honestly. I like both, but lost is the one. Did I enjoy filming the Genius video? Yeah, I did. I really did. The interviewer there is really, really brilliant, and it's just that rare thing when you feel like he genuinely cared, and it just felt as though he actually wanted to know instead of just doing a job. It felt like he really cared, and so doing the Genius interview was really cool. Yeah. What's the first thing I do when I wake up? Probably like look at emails and look at texts from managers and stuff, and get slightly overwhelmed at just, it might not even be that much stuff that I have to do, but it's not a good sort of routine to instantly check in with that stuff. I need to change that. Oceans or mountains? Mountains, probably, I think. Tough choice, though. Both. Both can happen. When do we get to visit the fun touristy places? Yeah. You never know. Like, you literally never know until you do it. Like, you can have a day off anywhere, and also it depends on your energy levels. Like, sometimes you just need to stay in the hotel and do nothing, and you feel like you owe that to yourself, and you feel like it would be stupid if you pushed yourself to go out and have like a busy day, because you think like if you're halfway through like a 2-month tour, you need that rest and you need to recuperate. So it totally depends on where you are and the energy levels you have. Favorite city to get lost in? Philadelphia was class for that last time. Anywhere though. Brussels was really nice one time. So many. Favorite Malcolm Gladwell book? I've only read Outliers, which is over there. That was kind of sad, I thought. Worst thing to happen on stage. We haven't had bad things, but speaking of Philly, when we basically barely made it on stage in time at the Philly show. Just the way it happens, we just left it too late and literally had to run down the steps and then sprint on stage. It was like the closest one I've ever had, because we have that thing where it's like that big reveal and like the music comes to crescendo, and it's like a time thing, and we have to be on stage on time, and I literally, in my in-ears, it was like counting down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I was like sprinting onto the riser and had to sing that first note, and I was out of breath. Like I barely made it. We've never not made it on stage, but that was definitely the closest. Stupid. I should be down there like on time. Do I enjoy watching back performances? No. I never, ever, ever do that. Haven't seen Tiny Desk. Haven't seen a bunch of stuff we've done. I can't. I hate watching myself. Live in Dublin, yeah. Yes, indeed. Peaky Blinders is class. Cillian Murphy's the best. I really am a massive fan of his. So I hope there's a new season soon. When did I start writing? Probably when I was 15. That's the first time, I think. And I had nothing to write about, obviously, because I had barely experienced life, but I knew I wanted to do it a lot and for a long time. So yeah, probably when I was 15, 16, started taking it seriously. Am I getting more comfortable going live? Kind of. This is easy because we just talk. The songs fuck me up. The thing of playing songs live is stressful to me. I can play on a stage in front of any amount of people, but the live thing is stressful. I don't know why. I almost did, John. That is true. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Yeah, do we want this to be good guitar is okay. It's good. It's just not at home. Um, but yeah, no, it's in good shape. It's all good. Who's my favorite female artist? I'm not sure. I'm really not. I think, like, honestly, even though she hasn't released like a bunch of stuff lately, I think Florence and the Machine might be my favorite female voice, and some of my favorite songs, and just cool music. Yeah, I remember that when she had the song "Breath of Life" was in the soundtrack for Snow White and the Huntsman. I was crazy into that song. I'd say I watched that video like 1,000 times of them performing it in a studio mixed with footage from the movie. It was fucking unbelievable. I've used that like 1,000 times in different mood boards and different sort of things where people want to know what I find inspiring. That is the one. Cosmic Love, yeah, crazy song, crazy good. See, Hosier did a cover of Cosmic Love like last week, I think. That was really good. Do I still play football? No, not really. I mean, I do if I get the chance, but not seriously, not for a team anymore, which sucks. But what can you do? I get to have a music career, so it's a decent trade-off, I think. And yeah, nah, I wish I could still play football all the time, but it's just not possible currently. What position did I play? Centre midfield, usually. Best thing in the world. Playing football. Did Carol kill her husband? Yeah, I mean, fucking yeah. Surely. Do I always travel with something meaningful to me? Kind of. It's like, it's hard to bring something too meaningful on tour either, though, because it's kind of scary that you might lose it. So I'm terrible for collecting things. And even though, like, I'm the most sentimental person, but I collect nothing. Like, I'm so shit at collecting, like, wristbands and passes and things that would be beautiful memories in the future. I can't. I leave stuff everywhere. When am I releasing my next album? Don't know, honestly. I'm like, I got tons of songs, and if there's any sort of blessing to be found in all this shit and having to stay at home, it's that, like, I literally, it's illegal for me to, like, leave that. So there's nothing for me to do but stay locked away and make music. So that's what I'm going to do. So I got a lot of music to make. I'm not worrying too much about when a second album might exist. It's on my mind. Don't worry about it. Like, it won't be too long, but I'm not thinking about it too soon, you know. What am I missing right now? Playing shows. I didn't think I'd miss it. Not that like, I didn't think I'd miss it this soon is what I mean. I miss all of it. I miss like jumping on flights. I miss traveling. I miss hotels. I miss being busy, which is a shame. And that used to be the case at all for me, but I miss being busy. Yeah. Favorite producer I'd like to work with? I'd love to work with Boy one day. We talk a bit, and there's been a bit of back and forth, but we've never really been in the same place at the same time, so I would love for that to happen. Have I been to New Zealand? I have, yeah. Yeah, we played a couple of shows there last time, or last summer. We played maybe it was just one show in Auckland. It was brilliant. I can't wait to go back. I do want to make sure, that when I go, I like put some time aside to see New Zealand, because it's supposed to be incredible. How are you, Sinead? Up very late. I'm going to jump off and sleep soon, folks. If you want to ask me something, I'll answer a bunch of questions. What time is it in Ireland? 2:20. So I've been on here for like 30 minutes. You got tomorrow off, that's nice. If I was a feature on a rap song, would it be hard or easy to write lyrics for it? Yeah, I don't know. I think about that quite a bit. Like if you're on a rap song, and obviously I love rap that's super thoughtful and powerful and meaningful, but then you could get a feature on a song and it could be about anything, so you got to be careful. Yeah, maybe it could be difficult, I'm not sure. Favorite junk food? Raisin Cane's in America. I dream about Raisin Cane's all the time. Just chatting, Sinead. Just chatting. When's the Australian tour on after isolation? Yeah, we're working on it. I've seen a good few comments. People asking when we reschedule for. And we're figuring it out. Basically, it's a tricky thing because obviously everybody is rescheduling, so it's a tricky thing to figure out. But we're trying. You'll know as soon as I do. Boom. What's Raising Cane's? In Toronto, you don't have it. When I was in Boston when I was younger, I was addicted to that place. It's just like fried chicken, and I think I love it because there's things on the menu. Literally on the menu, it says like 100 chicken tenders, and there's an actual option for that. It's fucking mad. Feel tired now. I gotta go soon. Curious of what workout machine is in the background. It's a air bike. It's fucking awful. It's great, but there's no settings on it. Basically, how difficult it is determined by how much you push on it. So I went on it for about 8 minutes the other day, and I nearly puked, and so it's very intense, but it's a good thing. Jump on the bike. No, I'm not going to do that now. I'd be like Jane Fonda. Favorite type of cake? Fucking hell. Hard question. Favorite type of cake? Chocolate biscuit cake. Is that a thing in America? That's my favorite. Does it make me feel bad when people cry about my music? No. No. I don't think they're crying because it's that bad. I don't think they're crying because it's that bad.